Hi there. Now let us talk about rational numbers. We'll explore rational numbers, their properties, and the different forms that they take. So, rational numbers extend our understanding of integers, fractions, and decimals by providing a broader framework to express numbers. So, in this session, we'll talk about equivalent rational numbers and the standard form of rational numbers. So, first of all, what are rational numbers? So, a rational number is any number that can be represented in the form of x upon y, wherein y is not equal to 0 because we know that division by 0 is undefined. Okay, and in this case, x and y are integers. So, for example, numbers like 3 upon 7, minus 4 by 5, 9 upon 1, minus 11 upon 2, these are all rational numbers. So even say whole numbers such as 8 can be expressed as 8 upon 1. So making even whole numbers rational numbers. So all whole numbers are rational numbers. All natural numbers are rational numbers. Now I need you to observe a few things about rational numbers. First of all integers are rational numbers. Say for example, so because whenever we have any integer say z can be written as z upon 1. For instance, if we have minus 3, I can write it as minus 3 by 1. So all integers are rational numbers. Similarly, all fractions are rational numbers. For example, 2 by 3, minus 5 by 8 are already in the form of x by y. So these are all integers. Then some decimals are also rational numbers. So all integers, all fractions, but only some decimals. What do I mean by this? For example, whatever decimal can be written as a fraction, that is rational. For example, say we have 0.4. Now 0.4 I can write it as 4 upon 10. So so this is rational because I'm able to express it as x upon y. Similarly, say I have 0.75. This I can write it as 75 upon 100, which is rational. Similarly, say I have 0.125. This I can write it as 125 upon 1000. This is again rational. So these are some of the examples of decimals which can be expressed as rational numbers. Now let us understand what are equivalent rational numbers. So two rational numbers are equivalent if they represent the same value when simplified. Let us understand using a few examples. Say I have 3 upon 5. So if I multiply numerator and denominator by 2, so 3 multiplied by 2 and 5 multiplied by 2, this gives me 6 upon 10. Say I multiply numerator and denominator of 3 upon 5 by 3. So 3 upon 3 multiplied by 3 by 5 multiplied by 3, which is 9 by 15. So in this case, I say that 3 by 5, 6 by 10 and 9 by 15 are all equivalent rational numbers. So the key point that you need to understand is that multiplying or dividing both numerator as well as the denominator by the same non-zero integer gives, let us say I have a non-zero integer z. So z is not equal to 0 and z is an integer. Now say I multiply x with z and y with z. This is equivalent as x by y. Similarly, if I say divide x and y with z, this is also another equivalent rational numbers. So this is how we can have equivalent rational numbers. Now let us understand standard form of rational numbers. So a rational number is said to be in its standard form if it satisfies three things. First, if it is simplified. That is, the numerator and the denominator, they have no common factors other than 1. For example, 20 upon 30. This simplifies to 2 by 3. Now we can see that 2 and 3 have no other common factor other than 1. In other words, 2 and 3 are coprime. So in which case we say that this is the simplest form. Okay, so first criterion is that it should be simplified. Similarly, say we have 14 by 49. We can simplify it as 2 by 7. Okay, so first criterion is that it should be simplified. Secondly, the denominator should be positive. Say we have 7 upon minus 10. So we will rewrite this as minus 7 upon 10 because to satisfy the second criterion, we ensure that the denominator part is always positive. Thirdly, in case that both the numerator and denominator are negative, I'll rewrite them as positive. For example, if there is a rational number, say minus 12 upon minus 16, I'll rewrite this as 12 upon 16. So if it satisfies all these three criterion, that it is simplified, the denominator is positive, and if both numerator and denominator are negative, I'll write them as positive. This would be the standard form of the rational number. Now from this video, there are three key points to remember. Firstly, that a rational number must be of the form x by y, where y is not equal to 0. Secondly, regarding simplification, that you need to reduce a fraction to its simplest terms. Okay, and regarding the sign convention, ensuring that only the numerator carries the negative sign if applicable, to as to put it in its standard form of the rational number.